Hey, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. It's time for another predictions video, baby. And of course, the Game Awards 2025 is almost here. A little over a day away as of recording this. I will be live reacting to it at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, of course. Very excited for it, of course. Great. There's always great announcements and who's gonna win? I wonder who's gonna win Game of the Year. Nobody can guess. Nobody can guess. What is it gonna be? You know what? I bet it'll be Donkey Kong. Sure, yeah, there's definitely not a front runner that will definitely win. Anyway, so but of course, a big part of the Game Awards, a huge part, is the game reveals and game updates and new trailers. So we are here to do predictions for what we will see, and I went insane. I did. I went insane. I honestly shouldn't have went insane like I did. I really I went too far. I went too far. Way too far. Now, there's been a lot of like leaks and stuff. I saw one. Well, I'll talk about which ones are leaks when I bring them up in my predictions here. Because there's been a few leaks, and not even leaks. I shouldn't even say leaks. Some of them have been just announced ahead of time. Like, get ready to see this at the Game Awards. You know what I mean? So there's actually I haven't seen too many actual leaks. There's been a couple rumors and leaks. We'll get to it. So I have a lot of that. I didn't even count. I have a ton of prediction. I mean, the show itself is over 3.5 hours long, so it makes sense, you know. 30 minutes for the pre-show and then 3 hours for the regular show. It's gonna be long. Oh, this shit gonna be long. This shit gonna have nuts in it. Anyway, so let's get to it. First off, you know, let's just start off with a baby prediction. Half-Life 3. All right, I just put this here because everybody's talking about Half-Life 3. There was like some rumor about it being announced last month, didn't happen, and now there's like a lot of hype about like Half-Life 3, so I just put it in there just in case it happens. Remember, I said so too. I was there. I saw it. I seen it with this eye right here, this one. Anyway, but there you go, Half-Life 3. I think that's gonna happen. Totally, 100%, 100% gonna happen. Imagine it does happen though. I mean, they would have to save that for the end. There's no way you could start the show with Half-Life 3 and then continue, you know what I mean? I just put it there. Again, this is in no particular order. This could be just throughout the show. That has to be the last thing. That has to be after Game of the Year also. You can't do it before Game of the Year. It has to be the end. 100% has to be the last thing. You know, it has to be like, well, there you go. That's the Game Awards. Hope you enjoy. And then like the fucking lights and fucking G-Man shows up on the screen behind. That would also suck for the Game of the Year, though, because then it would kind of belittle it in some way, you know what I mean? Because now everybody will be talking about Half-Life 3 instead of the Game of the Year. But, yeah, it has to be, I don't know. I don't think it could be announced as something like this. You know what I mean? Like, it's like announcing Rockstar's next game at something like this. You would never be able to, like, stop talking about it. Anyway, Half-Life 3. So, there you go. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. The statue game. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, actually, I should bring that picture up. You know what? Let me pause real quick and get that picture up real quick. There it is. That statue right there. Now, right now, it's actually not in the desert anymore. It was just randomly in a desert. Jeff Keighley was talking about this big old thing, saying like, ooh, okay, ooh, mysterious, ooh, scary. There's skulls everywhere. If you can see them, you can see them. There's like armor too. Like you can see like some armor here. There's a bear. So let me see. There's armor right here and stuff. Armor there, I think. Some armor. So there's a big like alligator monster looks right here and stuff. I haven't really like. It might be. Is it like a little like a petrified monkey looking thing? Wolf. So this could be anything. Now I forgot who it was. Oh, it was Mr. Maddie Plays. He said that his prediction was Divinity Original Sin 3, and immediately when he said that, I was like, I really did. I think he might have nailed it. Now, the developers, Larian, of course, they made Baldur's Gate 3, came out and said there's no plans for Divinity Original Sin 3. Now, they said that does not, that wording, they said they have no plans for Divinity Original Sin 3. I have a feeling this might just be Divinity. Like, they just make another game and it's just called Divinity. You know? That's my guess. I mean, the original Sin games are, like, from what I've heard, masterpieces. They were, like, you know, it just got better and better when they kept making it. Like, original Sin 1 had, like, 9s. Original Sin 2 had, like, 9.5s. And then Baldur's Gate 3s were just, like, 10s across the board. So it's just, like, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Divinity, and I think they were being like coy. Like the developer was just like, "No, we're not." Like, or someone from the developer at least were like, "No, we're not. No plans to do original Sin 3 because they're doing Divinity." I will say though, there was a trademark that came out for Divinity or something like that. They reissued a trademark or whatever. And supposedly there's also a rumor that a PS5 version of Original Sin 2 is coming. So that might be something that's announced at the Game Awards. But I have a feeling this is still that. My other prediction was God of War. I was thinking God of War, but this could be just something like really like. I mean, it's giving me horror vibes for sure. It could just be a new horror game. Hey, I mean, somehow, some way, it could be just like some new IP, you know. But supposedly, I think even Jason Schreier came out, or Schreier, not Jason Schreier. Jason Schreier is an actor. Jason Schreier. Jason Schreier isn't the guy from 2.5 Men? Jason Schreier didn't come out. Jason Schreier came out and said that it's going to be, he knows what it is. I think it was him that said this. He won't spoil it, but it's a good one. It's a good reveal, and people are going to be happy about it. So, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just going to say it is Divinity. That's my guess. So, there we go. That's my guess. Let's get back to here. So, we talked about the fucking statue. We'll probably talk about it again, because that is the hypest thing going into this when it comes to the announcements. Is what the fuck is that statue game? I wonder if they're going to start it off with it. Like, start off the actual show with that statue. Because that's great. I love stuff like that. You know what I mean? Anyway, so next is Silent Hill Remake. Of course. Welcome to the Silent Hill block, by the way, because the next 3 games, including this one, are Silent Hill related. Silent Hill Remake is actually rumored to be here. Like, they're actually going to maybe show it here, which wouldn't be surprising. It probably wouldn't take too long to make this game in comparison. And they probably were already making this for a little while, probably like a year or so. So they could do a Silent Hill 2 remake situation where they announce it and then 2 years later it actually comes out. That's my guess. Or maybe it was 3 years. I think it was 2 years. Maybe it might have been 3 years. I don't know. But that's my guess. I think it might actually be here, and it'll just be just maybe not even CG trailer. Maybe it might just be like a little bit of snippets of gameplay here and there. But it'll probably be similar to Silent Hill 2. So the way they revealed that game. So that's my guess. It'll probably be a CG trailer. We'll probably see our boy Harry going through see the burnt children and stuff. I bet we'll see that. Anyway. I always think of they're burnt children, right? The one like in the beginning of the game when the big pterodactyl monster shows up. Sybil. I want to see Sybil. She better look good. Anyway. All right. So next, Silent Hill Townfall. This game we haven't seen in a long time. So I figured it's time to see it. Silent Hill Townfall. Honestly, we haven't really seen it at all. We seen an announcement. It's from the makers of Stories Untold and Observation, I think it's called, which are both very narrative-based games. So I have a feeling it's going to be kind of like almost like I don't know if it's going to be like an Until Dawn kind of thing. That'd be kind of cool. I say that, but they kind of did that already with that shitty-ass Ascension. So I don't know. I don't know what to expect for this. It could be its own, like, just straight up another Silent Hill game with third person or whatever. It could be first person, like Silent Hill... the free one, whatever, the short message. So I have no idea. So I think that'll be here. And then, of course, I always have to put this just in case. You never know. Silent Hill 2, Born from a Wish DLC, Shadow Drop. Do it. Shadow Drop it. I always have to put this. Do I think it's going to be there? At this point, I don't even think it's ever going to be made. I feel like it is a necessary part to Silent Hill 2. But if they don't want to make it, I guess I'll live with it. I guess. So anyway, I just had to put that there. We'll see. Anyway, next, Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time remake. Now, this is a thing that kind of got leaked. I believe it got leaked. I didn't look up anything about the leak, but I heard that people weren't happy with a leak. I think there was actually like footage shown. I don't look it up. Oh, so I heard that Farah, is that her name? I can't remember. I haven't played this game in fucking years. I think that's her. Will now not be completely useless when she's tagged up with you, which is nice because I remember it's been a long time since I played this game, but I remember she would die constantly. I could be wrong. I think there's like flying enemies at a certain point in Prince of Persia Sands of Time, and she would always die from them, I believe, and it's really fucking annoying. I remember that being annoying. I hate like a companion that is stupid and useless and then dies and then the game is over, you know what I mean? I hate that. Ashley. Anyway, so yeah, so Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake. I am very excited for it. Probably less excited for it now than I was back when they first announced it. Even though the first time they announced it, it looked kind of grody. Actually very grody. But I'm still excited for it. I'm just not. I'm not a big Ubisoft fan, and I just have a feeling this is gonna be trash in some way. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very worried about it, but I'm also very excited because I love Prince of Persia, especially the first 3 games. Yeah, those games are great. I mean, the first one's the best, but Warrior Within and Two Thrones is good too. Anyway, all right, so there you go. This one will definitely be here. I mean, I kept hearing about this for months. Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake or remaster, whatever the fuck it's called. I have a feeling it's gonna be here. Like I really do think we're gonna get this. And I think this is gonna be not even that big of a. Oh, don't look at that. Don't look at these. I clicked on a mistake. I don't even think these are gonna be that big of a deal, honestly. Or this one, it's just gonna be kind of like a trailer. It's like, here's a remaster of a classic. I guess I don't know. I'm Jeff. Hello. Hello, it's me, Jeff. All right, the next one's probably not gonna happen because I feel like at this point we've already heard like rumors and stuff. Every time there's a new game in this series, it never gets just surprise revealed. You know what I mean? It always has like, I'll just show it. Far Cry 7. I don't think any info has come out for the next Far Cry. It's been what, 4 years since the last one? Didn't the last one come out in 2021 or was it 2022? Let me see. Far Cry 6 was 2021. It's been 4 years. That's actually kind of crazy. In the span of 4 years, that and 5 and the other version of 5 came out. So, you know what I mean? Because that was 2018. 5 was 2018. And then what was the other thing called? New Dawn or whatever the fuck, right? That came out like a year later, I think. And which I still haven't played. I never finished 5. And I never played 6. And yeah, in the span of 4 years, we had, I guess, 3 Far Cry games. Unless, wait, am I thinking of Primal also? Where was Primal? I think Primal was like 2 years before. So, I'm surprised we haven't gotten a new Far Cry game in that long. Did Far Cry 6 not sell well? I actually have no idea if it did. Let me see. Far Cry 6. Did it sell well? Let's see. Sales. Yeah, it's not saying exactly. I have no idea. Anyway. But, yeah, those games need to, like, evolve. So hopefully the reason why it's taking so long is because they're gonna do exactly that, hopefully. Anyway, so Far Cry 7, it's probably not gonna be here, but whatever. This one I keep hearing rumors about. New Dead Rising, baby, let's go. Supposedly there's a New Dead Rising in the works. Now that doesn't mean it's gonna be here exactly, but I could see it getting a teaser here, which again would be awesome. Yeah, so New Dead Rising, possibly. I'm gonna say yes. Maybe. I'm gonna say maybe, actually. I take it back. I'm gonna say hopefully. Anyway, so there you go. That's that. Of course, we also have Blade. Remember the fucking Arcane game, Blade? You know, remember they announced it a couple years ago at the Game Awards. We haven't seen it since. I have a feeling we're gonna get an update. Just a real quick trailer, just update. Maybe even show off like maybe a little bit of gameplay. I can't remember. Did they show exactly how Blade looks? I think they did. They showed it. They showed a. I can't even remember what the reveal trailer looked like for that. What the fuck was it? I'm trying to remember it. I can't think of what it even looked like. What did the Blade trailer look like? It's fuck. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I put Blade motherfucker just in case it's there. Now this one I'm actually surprised it didn't happen yet. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth DLC. Now I was thinking maybe we'll get another DLC that'll bridge the gap between the two, kind of like what we got with 7 Remake. Of course, I still have yet to finish Rebirth. I'm probably like more than halfway through. I was doing a playthrough. I should have never even started a playthrough. I think I'll play the rest of it myself, and then maybe if I know there's going to be a big moment coming up, then I'll start recording myself just in case. I did that with Final Fantasy VII Remake. I recorded the last like hour or so of that game just to get my reaction up, which I know it doesn't matter. No one really cares, but I do like having my reaction up for certain things, you know? Yeah, so I need to get back to Rebirth eventually. I did start it back up earlier this year, and I did actually record another part of that playthrough, and I just never posted it up, so I don't even know if I will post that up. Maybe I'll post it up as like a finale. Here we go, last part of the playthrough. I'm done. I don't know. Anyway, I remember I was very, very not in the mood too, but I wanted to play some, so I did. Anyway, next is Invincible. I mean, I don't know who the DLC will be about. Again, I didn't finish Rebirth, so I don't know how much Vincent's story was in Rebirth. I would guess maybe some Vincent stuff, maybe even like Dirge of Cerberus stuff, but I don't know if they already kind of covered that. They probably already did. So again, it's hard for me to say exactly what would be there. And I'm surprised I haven't had any spoilers whatsoever. So I have no idea how they do all the stuff that you would expect to be in this game from the original story, you know? So I have no idea. All right, next, Invincible versus new character. They already confirmed that Invincible versus will be here and a new character will be shown. So immediately I was like, oh, who could it be? And then I read that it's going to be an original character, I think. I could be wrong. I think it's going to be an original character just for this game. Which I was like, oh, okay, so I can't really predict it. But, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Anissa will be there. Is that her name? I don't think she's a... Is her name Anissa? Anessa? Maybe it's Anessa. I wouldn't be surprised if she also is revealed too. Like, maybe they'll reveal, like, 2 or 3 characters, and one of them's going to be a new character, you know what I mean? So, I wouldn't be surprised if she's there. I don't know, maybe, wait, have they confirmed what's his name? Seth Rogen's character? I don't think they have. Why am I forgetting his name? Oh, I'm looking up the roster right now. All right, here's the roster so far. We have Adam Eve, Battle Beast, Bulletproof, Cecil, Invincible, Lucan? Who's Lucan? Oh, Lucan's the big guy, right? Monster Girl. Wait, Luke, is he? Who the fuck is Lucan? What? He's one of the Viltrumites. Okay. Alright. Never mind. Monster Girl, Omni-Man, Rexblow, Robot, and Tula. Dula? I mean, I guess she makes sense because she has like a fun ability. I don't know what... Is Lucan really? Yeah. Alright, so I can see Anissa in oh, fuck. What is his name? Invincible... I remember he has like a very simple name, too. Alan. It's Alan. Alan the Alien. There you go. Anyway, I figured it out. I didn't even need to finish that. Anyway, so I can see that. So next, Resident Evil 9 gameplay finally. Now, I'm very excited for this game, but they've been doing a shit job at fucking marketing this game, man. There was a little bit of gameplay that kind of leaked. It wasn't even really a leak. It was like someone playing at an event and someone recorded gameplay of it. That came out like a week ago, I think. So like this now has like, I don't know, maybe 3 minutes of gameplay out there. And most of it is like sneaking around. The gameplay that was shown, I did watch it. I don't like looking at leaks. But I did watch it. And it was literally just like, it looked like Resident Evil 2 remake. You know, to the point where a zombie coming down a staircase and stuff. It looked like Resident Evil 2 remake, which is good, by the way. I don't care what anybody says. That's good. I know there's some naysayers about the remakes, but they're great. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. But yeah, so I think we're gonna get some gameplay. I think this is gonna be an obvious reason why they haven't shown any gameplay yet, and there's gonna be a reason why they haven't announced the collector's edition yet, because I have a feeling it's because the collector's edition, we always get a collector's edition with Resident Evil games, and we get statues. It's because whatever the statue, if they're going to do a statue this time, it would be weird if they haven't. They've done it for the last 4 games. I think 4, right? Yeah, because they did it for 2, 3, 4, and Village. They didn't do it for 7. 7 had a statue, but it wasn't a person. It was the house. It would be very strange if they stopped doing it now. So yeah, that's my guess. My guess is that it's going to be a character from the past, and I don't know who it will be. Most likely Leon, but they did come out and say Leon's not a part of the story. So, like, they said, like, Leon was a part of it, but then we were like, no, or whatever. They said some shit, which might be bullshit, so who knows. Anyway, so Resident Evil 9 gameplay. Finally, I think we're actually going to see straight up, like, it would be really cool if we get, like, they already confirmed that there's going to be Resident Evil 9 here, by the way. I saw Jeff Keighley post that up. So, I'm going to guess just a gameplay trailer, and then there's gonna be a reveal at the end, and then in the next couple months we're gonna get tons of info about this game. All right, next, new Tomb Raider game. I hate this. I hate that they announced this ahead of time. They announced that there will be something, the future of Lara Croft will be shown at this at the Game Awards. They will announce what's happening, meaning there's gonna be a new game. They're gonna announce a new game. Now, there's funny enough, tomorrow is also the day that the second season for that Tomb Raider show comes out, which I think might be the final season also. I have no idea. But that's coming out. I don't know anybody excited for that at all. But it comes out tomorrow, so hope you're ready. But yeah, so that comes out, and they're also announcing some Lara Croft shit. I don't know. Maybe the new show. Were they even filming that yet? I have no idea. Maybe a teaser for that? I don't know. I'm assuming a new game. And hopefully it has Camilla Luddington. Is that her name? Because I really like her as Lara Croft. It would be awesome if they brought back the original voice for Lara Croft. I think she's still around and still like randomly does like voices here and there. So that'd be cool. Anyway, next is Judas release date trailer. I'm fucking so hyped for this game. I'm a huge BioShock fan, and Ken Levine doing this. I'm still a little annoyed that he shut down Irrational Games for, like, really he just shut it down because he was like, whatever, I'm going to do my own thing, and it's going to be crazy. And then he announced this game, and then it just looked like BioShock to me. I'm like, that was the crazy thing to do, another game that's kind of like BioShock, except I think it's, like, has roguelike elements to it, which I like roguelike elements. I mean, I'm playing Hades 2 right now. Hades, Judas, very similar, very close. You know, they have 3 of the same letters. There you go. Close enough. Anyway, but yes, I have a feeling we're going to get a trailer. They haven't confirmed yet, at least I don't think. Again, I'm trying not to look too much on the internet now. Getting closer and closer to the Game Awards, I try to not look too much. So I have no idea if they confirmed it or not. But yeah. So there you go. That's that. Judas. Next, Tekken 8, baby. Tifa, let's go, please. We haven't had announcement for the next season of Tekken, I believe. So I could see like them doing like, here's the announcement for what's coming for the next season of Tekken 8. And I mean, I know they already put Clive in there, but everybody wants Tifa. Tifa makes so much sense for Tekken. Please put Tifa. I will play her. I will play her. I suck at Tekken. All Tekkens, all fighting games. I will play her. Anyway, that'd be a hype. I hope that happens. Next, all right, this one's huge. This is probably not gonna happen too. Control 2 or Max Payne remakes. Now, we've known for a little while that Max Payne 1 and 2 are getting remade from Remedy. Remedy. They got the rights back for at least 1 and 2. I don't know. I'm assuming not 3. They didn't make 3. But for 1 and 2, they got the rights back, and they're remaking it from the ground up in one game. So I don't know what it'll be called. Will it just be called Max Payne 1 and 2, or they just could call it Max Payne Begins or some shit, which wouldn't make sense considering it's, you know, he's already been a cop for a long time. I mean, I guess now he's like a vigilante almost. But anyway, I love Max Payne. Love those games. I haven't played them in so long, but they're great games. So I really can't wait to see, especially a modern day version of Max Payne from Remedy. Oh man. But I would also love Control 2. I love Control 1. Control 2 would be amazing. More of the Bureau. I would love to see more of that, of course. But yeah. So Max Payne or Control 2, very, very hyped either way. Next, Persona 4 Revival, baby. It's been a little while, I guess. Wait, when did they announce? Oh, they announced that at the Xbox Game Studios, whatever the fuck, thing from June, right? Was that June? Yeah, it was June. So this is hype. I'm very hyped. I have a feeling we might not see it though. This might be something we just see next year. But I want to say did they announce Persona 3 remake at the Game Awards? I want to say they did. I could be wrong. Maybe they didn't. Maybe it was like at like a state of play or something like that. So this could happen. Again, I'm going by like past examples of like what shows up sometimes. You know, like From Software might be here. Hell, that statue might be a From Software thing. I didn't even think about that until right now. But yeah, because From Software shows up here a lot. They announced, of course, Elden Ring, Night Rain, and they showed off Elden Ring again at Keighley's Summer Game Fest thing, and they showed Armored Core 6 at Game Awards and stuff. So I think, did they show something else? Oh, they showed no, that was Nintendo. Never. I was about to say the Duskbloods, but no, that's obviously Nintendo. But all right, so Insomniac, I'm sorry, spoilers. Anyway, Persona 4 Revival might be here. Insomniac is hinting, I saw this, they were hinting about like something recently on their Twitter. I saw someone retweet this. And my guess is they're going to show something, maybe, or they're just kind of fucking with us, or there could be a new game. Did Insomniac get the... No, wait, no, that's Sucker Punch. Never mind. Wait, was that Sucker Punch? No, Insomniac made Sunset Overdrive, right? Was that Insomniac or... Fuck, or was that Sucker Punch? No, that was them, right? Is that Insomniac? Fuck, I can't remember now. Yeah, it was Insomniac. Didn't they get the rights back for that not too long ago? So maybe it's just something like that. Maybe like a port of that to PS5 and maybe even Series X. I don't know. Or it could just be a new Wolverine trailer. Maybe with a release date this time. I don't know. Could be. Anyway, we'll see. Very excited for that. Either way. So next, Exodus. This is that space game that Matthew McConaughey's in it. I even put will Matt show his face because I don't think they've shown his character yet. It was very strange because Matthew McConaughey came out, what, 2 years ago? I don't think it was last year. I think it was 2 years ago. Maybe it was last year. I don't remember now. And he came out, was just like, all right. I'm in a video game. And then he like, here's the trailer for the video game. And then his character's not even in it. I don't think, at least, unless he's like doing a completely different voice or some shit. You couldn't tell it was him. I don't know. But very strange. And I don't think we've seen this game for a little while. It was supposed to come out this year, but it got pushed back. So that's what makes me think it was last year that he talked about this. I would actually appreciate if it was last year, because if it was 2 years ago, I'm gonna feel like shit, bro. Let me see. It was nope, it was 2 years ago. Fuck. Exodus with Matthew McConaughey. Shit. So maybe they showed. Oh, that's right. There was a secret level episode last year for Exodus. I forgot about that. I totally forgot. Wow. Huh. And there was a gameplay teaser from last year. So I wonder if we have seen him, and I just don't remember. All right. Well, anyway, I think this game looks like it could be really cool. So I'm hyped for it. Next, new Lords of the Fallen 2 trailer. They already confirmed it will be here. I just wanted to write there. Next, Marvel Tokon new characters. I put question mark because I have no idea. It would be really cool. I don't even know what characters would be here. Maybe Hulk. I don't think Hulk's in it yet. I could see them put maybe Squirrel Girl. I mean, Squirrel Girl is pretty popular in my Rivals. That'd be fun. You can get a nice little army of squirrels. It'd be cool if they got like some really obscure characters. You know, I can't even like tell you, but it'd be kind of cool. Is Ultron in this game yet? I can't remember. Maybe Ultron. That's not obscure, but I'm just spitballing characters. Obscure characters. I mean, they should put Spider-Man in here. No, he's already in it. But maybe Miles Morales. I don't know. Anyway, so there you go. That's that. Just real quick, I just want to throw it out there. I started getting like, I was just starting to type just random shit here. Again, these predictions are crazy. Next, new Fable trailer. I mean, it's been a while, and it's supposed to come out next year. The reason why I think this might not happen, though, is because Xbox usually does a thing in the beginning of the year. They did one this year and last year. Last year, we got Hi-Fi Rush, right? Wait, was that last year? No, that was 2 years ago. Think about it, I think, right? Was that 2023? I think it was 2023. 2024, I think they did one early last year also. I could be wrong, but I think I am wrong actually. But this year they did one. That was when we got Ninja Gaiden 4's announcement, and then Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, of course. And that was our Shadow Drop. And 2024, I can't remember. They usually do one in the beginning of the year. So I'm expecting maybe if there is a trailer, cool, but we will get a full blowout next year because that's probably going to be their biggest game next year. Besides, I don't know. Well, Gears of War actually. If it does come out next year. But they did confirm Fable's coming out next year, which we'll see. But I'm hopeful. I hope it's good. I don't have much hype for it right now. I need to see way more of it before I can be hyped for it. And I want to see if it's correct. You know, it's been 6 years by the time this comes out since they announced it. So they announced it in 2020. Anyway, next, I just put this here because it most likely will happen. A new awesome beat 'em up game. I've been getting into beat 'em ups a lot in the last couple years, and that would be amazing if it's a DC one. I'm assuming if there is one, it's just gonna be like its own thing or something like that. But we'll have a cool looking beat 'em up. This is probably gonna happen. There's gonna be one. There's gonna be one really good looking one. Next, Arkham Asylum remake reveal. Of course, there was a rumor about a remake for Arkham Asylum. I think this is probably gonna happen soon. I got a feeling, I mean, I know the whole Warner Brothers thing is happening right now where Netflix and fucking Paramount are trying to buy them, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a trailer for this. Because I've been hearing about this rumor for like the last year. So we'll see. Maybe not at the Game Awards. But I have a feeling soon we'll get an announcement for this. Maybe beginning of next year. Maybe during some state of play or some shit. Who knows? You never know. You never know. Anyway. Next. Blood of the Dawnwalker. Or the Blood of Dawnwalker. Which looks really good, by the way. Just threw that in there because it's been a little while since we saw a trailer. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it. Next, The Witcher 4. I might as well, because obviously Blood of Dawnwalker is very inspired by Witcher. So, and I think it was actually from some Witcher developers, I think. I could be wrong. The Witcher 4 new gameplay trailer? I mean, I think it might be too soon, but I still put it there just in case. You'll never know. New Mario movie trailer. This one's probably too soon. It comes out in 4 months, and I feel like every time I think, oh, like the Game Awards is gonna get like an exclusive trailer for something, it never happens. So they did get the exclusive trailer for Sonic Hedgehog 2, though. That was fun. That was like what, 5 years? No, wait, no. When did Sonic Hedgehog 2 come out? It was like 4 years ago, I think. It wasn't like it came out 2022, I think. And then the trailer, yeah. So it was 4 years ago. So you never know. Maybe they'll get like another like exclusive little look. Oh, did they get a clip? A couple years ago, they did get, I want to say they got a clip. Maybe they'll get a clip. That might be it. So maybe a clip. Because I want to say they got a clip for the original Mario movie for the Game Awards. I want to say that is the case. I think that's true. Anyway. Next, Fallout Season 2 trailer. I could see that happening. We got an official trailer. I don't know if did we get a final trailer? I can't remember if it was a final trailer. But I wouldn't be surprised if we do get another trailer or maybe a clip for this. Actually, I could see that. Even though I want to say, was it Gamescom or was it the Summer Games Fest where they came out and gave a teaser? I can't remember, but you never know. I mean, it's coming out so soon. It comes out like it starts next week, right? So, or is it this week? No, it's next week, right? Fallout Season 2 release date. It is next week. Yeah, exactly a week from now. So on Wednesdays. Okay, that's good to know. But there you go. That's that. And next is... Oh, yeah, I have to... Sorry, I ran out of scroll power. Knights of the Old Republic remake. We're almost done. This is the last 3 things. Knights of the Old Republic remake has been getting... Strangely enough, it's been getting, like, not rumors, but, like, updates. Like, they haven't been talking about, but, like... Supposedly there's I guess it is a rumor, but like supposedly they also are trying to make KOTOR 2 remake, which and they're going to add all the content that Obsidian never made for that game, which I was like, ooh, or like never finished. That Aspire tried to add into the game and it didn't work out, so it just never came out for that re-release that came out a few years ago. But yeah, so that would be awesome. Of course, Saber, I thought was working on it. I'm not sure if Saber's still working on it. I think the rumor said that it was the Hellraiser developers, who I thought was Saber, but I think it's actually a different team. So the people making that Hellraiser game, I think, are actually working on either KOTOR 1 or 2. I'm a little confused. I try not to look at this stuff, but sometimes it just like scrolls on my Twitter. So there you go. Next, we only have a couple more things here. Nothing big to end it on either. So let's just get through these quick. We got Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. I think they said they're going to be there, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get a new trailer, some new gameplay, maybe some new characters we can play as. There's going to be tons of them, and then we're going to get a release date, which would be awesome if it's like early next year. I have a feeling it won't be. My guess would be probably like even towards the end of next year, but we'll see. You never know. Maybe it could be like a April, May game. A May game would actually be perfect. And the last thing, I just wrote this down real quick. Halloween, the new Halloween game coming. I just wrote that as like my last thing. I couldn't think of anything else. So I was just like, I wouldn't be surprised if we see another update. It's not coming until end of next year, but they've been showing trailers throughout this year for it still. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get another trailer hyping it up. Maybe like showing some different Michaels. You can get like different mask variants or whatever. You get the remake, the remake Halloween mask or something like that. You know what I mean? Kind of like with the Jason game they did, the Friday the 13th game they did, because the same developers. Yeah. So that's it. That is all my predictions. Usually I go through these quick. So here, I'll just scroll while talking. Here you go. You can see all my predictions. real quick. You can pause if you're not reading it quick enough. Here, I'll show that one quick again. Hold on, I kind of fucked that one up. But yeah, here we go. We'll do it like this. But that's my predictions. I'm very excited for tomorrow, of course. I'm gonna do the winners predictions as well. But before that, let me know what your predictions are. Damn, I went through that quick actually. What the fuck? Did I actually not have that many predictions? Like I made it sound. I mean, no, I did. I didn't number them, but that's like at least over 30, right? It's a 3.5 hour show, so plenty of time. They also have to announce awards too. So let's say like maybe like 1/3 of it, maybe even close to maybe like two-thirds. No, maybe like 2/5 of it is actually more. Yeah, like 2/5 of the show is actually awards, and then everything else is reveals. I think it's probably more. It's probably closer to 1/3 is awards, and then 2/3 is reveals. Yeah, so there's plenty of time to have all that stuff, but there's a lot of really good stuff there. If all that is revealed during the Game Awards, holy shit. That's going to be a fucking crazy award show. But of course, there's going to be a lot of indie stuff and new IPs and stuff like that. I can't predict that stuff. But it'll be really cool to see what we got. So I'm excited. Tomorrow's going to be a fun time. And there you go. That's it. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks, Alex. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.